told my son, Jaden, the other day, we were talking about gold medals and whatnot, and I said, you know what happened to Muhammad Ali? When Muhammad Ali came back to Louisville, he encountered racism after winning a gold medal, and he went to the bridge in Louisville, took his gold medal off, and threw it into the river. Because he recognized that he had trained and he had sacrificed and he had done all of this for a country that didn't even love him. And Muhammad Ali went on to be one of the greatest activists and one of the greatest leaders in our time, not just in the ring, but outside the ring. And they stripped him of his medal because he said, no Vietnamese ever called me the N-word. He said, that only happened when I came back from the Olympics. Y'all not going to talk to me. And he began to stand for righteousness. He began to stand for justice because Muhammad Ali remembered, I am not Cassius Clay. That's what my mama named me, but I am Muhammad Ali. He went back and regained a name, watch this, that his ancestors gave. I feel the Holy Ghost. He went back and grabbed a name that his ancestors would have given him. And somebody has got to go back from the names they labeled you and from the things they called you. And you got to reach back and get your faith back. You got to reach back and get your culture back. You got to reach back and get your heritage back. It was in your mama and it was in your grandmama. Can somebody do me a favor and stand up and reach behind you and grab what you need to go forward? In West Africa, there's a bird called the Sankofa bird, and the Sankofa bird is reaching back like this, and he's reaching back to get an egg. And the purpose of the Sankofa bird is to tell us to reach back and get what you need from your past so you can go forward. I feel the Holy Ghost. I'm getting ready to go to my close. What I like about that movie Inside Out is that when Riley and Joy and Pain got together and they reached back to her core memories and they got what they needed to go forward, they reached back into her past and they got her joy back. Look at your neighbor and say, I'm about to get my joy back. Good God, I feel the Holy Ghost in here. Tap 3 people on the shoulder and say, I'm about to get my joy back. Yeesh. Watch this. Y'all be seated for a minute. When you're finally sober, you see life, Keith, for what it really is. Many of us have seasons where we experience neuroticism. Neurosis is a non-clinical term describing a spectrum of mental disorders that cause significant anxiety or distressing emotional symptoms. These include irrational fears, obsessive thoughts, compulsive acts, disassociation, disconnection from yourself or the world around you. Neurosis or living in fear will cause you to shut down and try to avoid painful situations. But the reality is that life is filled with what the prophet Frankie Beverly called joy and pain. Listen to what Frankie said. He said, don't it seem we go through life going up and down? Seems things that turn you on, turn you around. Always hurting each other. If it ain't one thing, it's another. And when the world is down on you, love somewhere around. And I want you to know that joy and pain, sunshine